We'd better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So USC's offense will have the first possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And the Trojans get it past the sticks.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want them to be. You want them to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Quick release by the QB. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. The Trojans back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Makes the grab. It's Lane. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He's loose. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Fighting Illini take possession, and their offense will go to work for the first time. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week. You can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
Most offensive schemes are predicated on first down productivity. That will not go down as a productive first down play.
No, it will not, Reese. Give this defensive line credit because they were able to get penetration right off the snap and force a negative play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick completion on the out. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. Caught over the middle. It's Lane. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for us.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Such a great job by the defense of winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means 3rd and long. 3rd and long, now go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back out. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
And now on second down for this offense. To the ground with the back. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down. Okay, ready? Moves.
That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Sanders. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw.
Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Now improvising. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Trojans have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Making side adjustments here. Going up top again. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
And that's
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind, and it forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Set to kick this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit, and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
And it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier?
Turning on the Jets. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
To the air, it's Altmaier. Buys a little time. It's a seam wide open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
They'll try to power it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. The give. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, finding Illini. They punctuate. With a trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Mayava. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. He'll throw on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sanders. The Trojans brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, USC! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but it makes life really easy on me on second down.
He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. They'll run the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. Oh, he's got a chance.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got it. Picks up enough to get them first and 10 from the 11. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Second down.
On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. Good, right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Trojans will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Dixon. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Really nice job to get him past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. A little screen to the running back. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Illinois moving it quickly down the field. Running back searching for a hole. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Catch in the middle. It's Arkin. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. 6th play of the drive coming up. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Got it in the middle, it's Sanders. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Illinois!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going and getting it. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work.
Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
The play-action fake. Caught in the backfield. It's Sanders. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Trying to get behind the defense. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. He makes a grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Trojans didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lets it fly. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Dixon. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
On to kick it away.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Trojans. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Hampton. Catch in the middle, it's Hollins. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out to the back. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Leaves it with the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. On the shovel. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
He'll do it himself on the draw. Creates a little room. Past the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Looking for a gap. It's Valentine. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Hampton. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. They've got the screen set up. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Illini! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, you spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Gets it out fast. And the Trojans are stopped, but not before getting the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Sanders. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not.
And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. With yet another unranked team taking down a ranked opponent, does a portal help level this out a little bit where it's really difficult to know which team should be ranked in the first place?
I think the portal certainly helps. At the end of the day, though, they just wanted it more today, and that win is going to help recruiting. It's going to help their confidence moving forward. I know this, David, every team on the rest of their schedule, they're now taking account and notice of this team.
And I completely agree. Like, you start to build momentum, and then momentum helps you find more guys in the portal and helps high school recruiting. So big ranked win today. And who knows, maybe this gets them in the rankings in the near future.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.